Welcome to the TMCnet newsroom here at IT Expo East in scenic Miami Beach, where it's beautiful, and us two northeast types are enjoying the fact that we don't have any snow around us, but we're heading back to it soon enough. Anatoli Levine is IMT's president, and what's your official title at RADVISION?
Senior Director of Product Management.
So for those who have been involved with our show, first of all, we want to thank you, because with the snow, we took advantage of the Scopia system, and it was thanks to Anatoli here that we got the ability to do video conferencing with so many of our people, and it went very well. We had wonderful sessions. Particularly Jim Baker did a yeoman's job on talking about Wall Street's perspective on 4G wireless, and it was all thanks to your ability to manage remotely. And we had about 8 people who we had to deal with in that way. So we had a lot of different rooms, and we had a lot to set up. It all worked beautifully, and it came from the cloud. Is that where RADVISION sees the world going right now, is more towards the use of video with the cloud computing? Tell me what you guys are seeing in the product launch right now.
It's both. It's both. There is definitely cloud is growing in importance, but cloud, on one side, cloud is extremely popular word, and everybody talk about delivering cloud services. We still have to remember that it was called hosted services, right? And,
yes, I remember those days.
It was called managed services, hosted services. There were a lot of different names. So in reality, as long as you don't have the equipment on premise, that becomes a cloud service. So yeah. So you technically, it's always both models were available. I think you can always, if you can afford it, you can have your own equipment, but then it comes with the headache of managing it, supporting it, making sure it works, doesn't break when you have to deliver a Wall Street presentation and things like that. Or you can take the hosted approach or the cloud, to be politically correct, and in 2011, right? And with the cloud service, you get the same, but you don't have to maintain your equipment. But the end result is there are additional challenges, things like if it's a cloud, then for equipment manufacturers, there are interesting things which I previously heard only in the real estate. Things like multi-tenant becomes an issue, because now you put your MCU, which now is going to be used by 10 different people, each one of them who wants to have their own identity, so you have to support it. So there are some little challenges with the cloud deployments and all the scalability, all the issues of deploying with the behind VMware and things like that. You got more things to worry about, but it's still both. But at some point, I think as what is happening right now is that enterprise is losing boundaries. Enterprise is really now is where your employee is. We're so connected. 4G, we got for pretty reliable, whatever it is, LTE, WiMAX, that's not the point, but you got high pipe anywhere you are, pretty much, and with that you can use the same tools. Whatever you use, there is literally no difference. When I work from home or when I'm in the office, maybe the screen size is a little bit different, but other than that, it's all the same tools, the same connectivity, everything's the same. So yeah, the enterprise is losing boundaries rapidly, so the cloud will be more important at one side. At another side, maybe the enterprise, like in a physical premises, will subside to only having their own data center. So it's still both. Yeah,
very true, and we've had some discussions about that at the show. Having said it's all about the cloud, let's go back to the edge here, because one thing that you keep cautioning me at whenever I use the Scopia system is make sure I've got a good camera and make sure I've got headphones, because there's certain aspects of people's use still that requires upgrades of functionality in terms of a better high-definition camera obviously helps these days, and making sure that I don't give you any echo delay just in that last moment, right?
Well, there's a lot of factors. Look at what we're doing right now. This is professional elite. There is a certain background, and there is a whole crew here to deliver high-quality video, right? When we are in our offices, we don't have that, right?
Yes, unless it's in silhouette. I'm often in silhouette, yes.
Right. So So, but still, the requirements for quality video delivery are still staying. So you have to worry about what you're gonna wear. You have to worry about your background. You don't want any, like, if you sit behind with a window behind and there is a sun all over the window, guess what? Nobody can see your face because it's the camera can do only so much.
Maybe you and I should go start selling green screen shirts. Maybe that's a good business for us to go into, where you can make it so that all that's left is the face. You know,
Might be.
That's an interesting possibility.
But then, so there's this aspect, and then there's a pure technical aspect. You don't want to talk into PC mic. It's not meant for ongoing conversations using video. It's good for something, but not for high quality. If you want to deliver high quality presentation, you need a mic. You need good PC because encoding of the high definition stream using PC and not DSPs is challenging. It's taxing the machine. So there are still constraints. So client is important. If you're interested in the trends, I mean, the PCs are becoming more powerful. The phones becoming more powerful because the phones, I believe the phones will be used more and more, our smartphones, right?
Yep.
And they going to be, if I remember correctly from the last year talk, pretty much everything, literally by the end of this year, everything is dual core at least, and then the quad core is somewhere very close. I'm talking about smartphones.
Right, and I've got the quad core that I use to make it so that when we use the Scopia, it can also broadcast out on live
I'm
stream.
talking about mobile.
But you're just talking about
mobile CPU. So
right.
I'm sorry, I'm pointing to
yes,
the,
it's fine. I understand.
These type devices will have dual core and a quad core CPUs in order to help you with the video. So the trend is here. Network pipe is bigger. It's good. The power of the device is there. So we're gonna. There will be the way to loosen up the restrictions. However, because this is the video communication, you still have to have a mindset for that.
Right, and in the RADVISION webinars we've done with you guys, we've actually talked about the implementation you did on the iPad with
Yes.
Scopia and with your clients, and there's all sorts of other places where you guys have been playing it. It's been a very nice experience, and I know that we've had over almost 4,000 people all look at what we've done with you on webinars, and hopefully by us mentioning it, some people go back and take a look, and maybe we'll get up to 5,000. That'd be nice to see.
Yeah,
I'm
there's a lot of good content.
I'm going to leave this conversation here, but I'm going to get you on another conversation where I'm going to put your IMTC hat on, and we're going to talk a little bit about video from that perspective, okay?
Okay.
Great. Anatoli, thank you very much.
My pleasure.